things like separating your email addresses, so you have a work email and you have a home email, and your home email is a private one, right? So maybe you also have a like semi-personal email that maybe is like your first.last@gmail that anybody could guess, but maybe you have like a special private email that doesn't go to everybody. Same with phone numbers, right? You have a work phone number, maybe you have a Google Voice on your cell that you give out publicly, but you don't actually give out your actual phone number. So stalking yourself is really about finding, it's kind of like, doing a census of your own data. What's out there? What can people find? And then what surprises you about that? Like, oh, I didn't know that I was in the phone book, or I didn't know that I was, my who is information was this address. Maybe I want to change it to a different one. Or I didn't know that, my birthday is public on Twitter, and now the doxxers are going to use that to try to get my medical records and pretend that they're me because they know when my birthday is. And then it's also thinking about the actual person, like this is your teammate, this is your employee, or it's a writer that you work with who's a freelancer, and you probably care about this person on some level. Deeply, a little bit, not at all, but probably deeply to a little bit, somewhere in that middle. And so it's making sure that they have time off if they need it. It's making sure that they are safe. Ask a friend for help, ask a loved one for help. And honestly, if you're in the situation, chances are the people in your life will want to help you in some way, and this is one way. Take my phone, go through my Twitter mentions, and let me know if there are any actual credible, so handing your phone off to somebody and asking them to look for credible death threats, credible rape threats, swatting, anything like that, and keeping that documentation for you so that you aren't constantly being subject to that again and again and again.
Right. Yeah. Okay, final question. Ask your employers about their plan. Why is that important?
So I think it's just kind of the forward planning of anything. It's just like doing a fire drill. It's making sure that you know what the plan is at your office if there's a tornado, if there's a fire, if there's a active shooter. And most workplaces do have those in place already because they are such a common occurrence. And also I think they probably have some insurance liability issues for some of those things. But in the same way, I strongly hope to see many more newsrooms embracing this planning process and communicating that to their staff.